Good afternoon. Well, here we are on my nice and messy bench for now. And I know I've been away for a while, but there's a new unboxing to do for you. I've been kind of busy. New house, new whole bunch of new stuff going on, so I haven't been getting a lot of stuff actually successfully done on my workbench. Obviously, you can see there's some things happening. But I haven't really had a chance to get very far. However, this might change that. This, as you can tell from the intro, is the new release, limited release, I guess, from Fusco's Mech Works. Really, I have them out, and this is the TimberWolf Mark 1. Now, I've done the TimberWolf Mark 2 once before. This is a redo of the Mark 1 kit. Now, we've seen the ArmorCast kit, the ArmorCast version of this guy, and we've seen a couple of printed versions of this thing, but I've not really seen any good offerings of the Mark 1. So this is one of those. This has been, as I ordered this guy, I don't know, a few months ago, and it's finally arrived. And, well, let's take a look at what we got. So, starting out, here are your right and left right and left gun pods. Clean. Nice casting, nice work. I believe they're PPC and medium laser, which is the standard outfit for the T-Wolf. Let's get into the pieces here. So, here are your feet. What he did is he took a lot of the aesthetic from the old TimberWolf, or the old MadCat, however you want to call it, the old TimberWolf, and then gave it a little bit of the new MechWarrior Online aesthetic. Now, it's not as beefy and boxy as the current MechWarrior Online version, but it does have some of that aesthetic to it. Personally, I like the MWO aesthetic because it looks a little less anime and a little more, hardcore machine. But I think he really hit the mark in between those two styles. So these are your LRM pods. Incredible amount of detail here. I really like the way these look. Heat sinks. This looks fantastic. I'm actually really excited about this one. Alright. This is one of your lower legs. And this, I believe, is the outside of the left leg. So you can see it's going to go in with a ball and socket joint, and put that in, give yourself a little bit of a dynamic move to it, which is, hallmark of Tim's work. Here's your other one. Pull this out. Again, nice casting. I really like a lot of nice little small detail here. This is really nice. Yeah, it's currently November of 2017. So depending on when you're seeing this video, I believe there is a current set that is still available. He only made, again, as is typical of Tim's work, there's a very limited run of mechs of these kits available. So if you're seeing this somewhere about the time that this was filmed, there may be one of these out there. And I actually really recommend them. So this is your upper leg. You see, this is your hip. I didn't say it, but I'm assuming you could figure that out. So these are, I'm not sure which is the front. We'll take a look at that when I actually look at how it looks. I think that's your front. And so these go back, and they'll just drop in. Very, very nicely done. Again, a lot of good detail there. And these are a couple of plates. I'm sure I'll figure out where they go. These are your mount pods for your elbows, or for your arm pods. And here are your shoulder joints. These are really nice. Very nice. That's that bag. Now to the beast, the beastie parts. So there's your lower half of the upper torso. This is your back torso, drops in right there. This is mostly hollow, which is nice. And then your front cockpit. And this is, again, very similar to the ArmorCast design. Slightly redone. Your MLs are more mounted back here on the back. And this is somewhat hollow here, which will actually make what I tend to do, because I like to build cockpits into one of these where we can. There you go. So now you can see here, there's some cleanup you're going to want to do here, right? So those are pore marks. But if you look at that, those fit well. They slide right in there. And so your seams, this is actually much better than the ArmorCast one was. I actually have one. Now, you'll clean that up, and you know, so that could slide back just a little bit more, and that'll slide back into here. And so what I started to say is, what I tend to do is I like to build cockpits into, especially these, because this one's open. You know, this is nice and wide and open, so I want to show the pilot. You know, so I'll be custom building a cockpit into there and drilling all that out and all that fun stuff. But there you go. That is, you know, that bad boy will drop right in there, and then you have your locator pins. That's this guy right here. I'll drop right there, and that's a nice thing. That's really nice because that makes sure you get that in the right spot. So that's way cool. Very well done. Very well done. All right, so that is your Battlemech TimberWolf Mark 1. This is the one that announced the presence of the clans to the inner sphere. For those of you familiar with the lore and so forth, fluff. There it is. Really gorgeous kit, amazing kit. This thing looks fantastic. I'm very impressed with the casting. I'm impressed with the style, with the masters that it was made from, the techniques that were done. The detail on this thing is superb. The engineering on this is fantastic. So it's easy to put together. You can see it. It's very straightforward. I know where the joins are. You can actually make a very dynamic pose with this thing. The feet, the feet right here, if you want to go ahead and make have the thing in stride, you can break these out and angle the toes even. You can see the joints, you can work them. This is a very well engineered kit. Fantastic. And again, it's on scale with the 28 scale, or the 28 millimeter gaming scale miniatures. Fabulous, fabulous kit. Big thumbs up. So we'll put this guy, we'll have that one done up in my unit's marking, standing right next to my TimberWolf Mark II. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you are at all have the opportunity to pick one of these up, I cannot recommend this one highly enough. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed.